Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for September 8th, 2024. So, I was going to do a video when we came back from the vets, but I forgot because I lost track of time and it got kind of late. Oh, I'm wearing my solar eclipse shirt with the one with my brother's birthday on it. It's just a t-shirt or whatever, So we came back, but she didn't get seen because they got a weird system over there. They put us for an appointment at 5, and we got there, and then like 5:30 rolled around, and I'm like, what's going on, and they said, oh, we had a medical emergency, life and death emergency, and I'm like, they're all life and death emergencies. You know what I mean? Because I was sitting there for 30 minutes and I didn't see anybody go in there, any bleeding, anything, people laughing. And I'm thinking, what is this life and death? And what? You don't have enough doctors for urgent care at night? So I was just kind of bothered by that. I'm like, well, maybe I should just take care of it myself, rewrap it myself if I need to. And she's like, we don't recommend that. And I'm like, you guys don't recommend anything because they don't. They want the money. Even though they're not super expensive, but it's still like, darn, like I went to nursing school. I was an EMT. I went to EMT. I got certified and I would know how to wrap that. It's doing fairly well though. Okay, right now it's doing fairly well. But I'm like, why would you do a follow-up appointment with urgent care? It's not like it's an urgent care bandage wrapping. It's just to check it out and see, that's what I don't understand. Why didn't they just do a regular follow-up appointment? That's kind of backwards. It's kind of backwards and weird, and it's also an inconvenience to people. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, you know what? Why don't you just schedule me for a follow-up appointment? It would have just been so much easier that way. Then I wouldn't have to be sitting out there waiting, in my car, waiting for somebody to come out and tell me, hey, it's your turn. It's like, that's such it's not feasible. It's not smart how they're doing that. So I ended up making an appointment, which is tomorrow. It's just tomorrow at like 10:20 in the morning. Like, why couldn't they have done that in the beginning instead of making me wait when they had an opening for... Anyways, I'm not gonna let it bother me too much because people are weird and sometimes they don't think. And it's like, it's not my fault. I don't know what to do about those people. They're off a little bit, But I made the second appointment, and then we came back, and then I thought, because we've been sitting in the car waiting, I'm like, let me take them for a walk. We got back at like 6:30, and it wasn't quite dark yet. And so, we were sitting in the car, and even me, I wanted to stretch my legs. So we went for a walk, and we went that way, and I saw this one guy who was parked right here. And the one who said, yeah, go ahead and take the spot. It's too much, not smoke, dust, because people drive by so fast and so rough, and then all the dust gets kicked up, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to get mad at anything because, you can't control other people and their actions and how they think, even if it's off, you really can't. You can just, just keep moving yourself, But, so like I started walking them, and I walked them that way, and I saw that guy, and he's a really nice guy, actually. So I saw him, but he wasn't going back to the place he was at. He made a turn, and I'm like, oh. So I kind of turned that way too with the dogs walking. He's allergic, so we never get that close. Like, the dogs are like so far from them, and then I'm further down because I have the leash, And when we talk, it's like kind of like, it's okay. I don't want to mess with him with the dogs if he's allergic, You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to have allergic reaction, whoever this guy is, because he's very nice, actually. Um, so I walked down a certain amount of ways, and then I didn't see the guy because we only walked to a certain part because there's other dogs over there and they get all like, ah! And I don't want my dogs to get all crazy, so we just kind of turned around and I went back. And then I made a right turn and I saw him at that spot. I'm thinking, how is that guy a magician? Because, like, how did he get over there and I didn't even see him pass me? I guess it goes all the way around to where he came back. I didn't know that. And so I checked out the other spot because I wanted to see, because maybe we're going to move up there. It's really not that bad here. There is some dust, but I can only assume that there's dust everywhere, especially with dogs, you know what I'm saying? They're kicking up dust all the time. And as long as I'm in here and have like the fan blowing and the curtains up, like, no, I mean excuse me, that prevents a lot of the dust coming in. I don't, it's, you know, like I said, it's not a really high traffic area, but you know, it's Sunday and then tomorrow is Monday and it'll all ease up. You know, like yesterday was Saturday, so there were people riding their motors around, motorbikes and all these. Somebody might be coming up right now because, you know, it's Sunday. People are doing their weekend thing. Plus, at a certain time today, it's going to start maybe sprinkle, rain, whatever. And that right there settles the dust. So when they drive by on it, it doesn't kick up as much dust, right? So that's cool with me too. Anyways, on our way back, I saw the guy and I was stopping and I talked. And I just lost track of time, even holding the dogs and talking to him. I think we spoke for like an hour. I stood there. I didn't realize that until I got back. I was like, oh, shoot, it's like 8 o'clock. So I was standing there talking to, you know what? That guy is so nice and he's so honest. And so, you know, like, I kind of feel a little bad for him because, you know, I know his little backstory. And, I feel like he's just someone who shouldn't have to suffer, like, however he is. You know, if he is, I don't know if he is or not. Maybe. He has a lot of allergies, you know what I'm saying, to certain things and certain foods. And, you know, he's just trying to live and be comfortable and be cool out here, you know, which there's a lot of people trying to do that. And they're trying to wait for government help and all this stuff. And it's like, how are, you know, like, I know before I was saying some things about the migrants and all that, but, you know, when the government ain't putting a rush on helping its own people, that's kind of disappointing. And I know how that works because when I was waiting many years back, you know, when I was having hard times and the VA was helping me get HUD-VASH, I applied for it and a year passed and I went to go check, like, what's going on? They said it would happen in a year. And then they said, oh, we don't have no record of you. I flipped. That triggered me. It made me crazy in the head. It made me upset, crying and all these things. And so I was stuck there crying at the VA because they had lost my information. They're so disorganized over there. They don't know what the heck they're doing. And in most departments, because it's a learning hospital. You know what I'm saying? So if they mess up, oh, well, it don't matter. We'll try and fix it. You can wait another year. And it's like, who suffers? The people who have to deal with their mess ups. So anyways, I was in there crying, basically, in their hallways on a floor where it wasn't too busy because I didn't know where to let it out. And a woman walks by, some doctor. She wasn't even part of that department. She was just up there for something. And she said, what's wrong, you know? Once in a while, you'll get someone who actually cares. She's like, what's wrong, you know? And I told her the situation. And she's like, you know what, let me go into this room right here. Because she knew where there was a room with a computer. Lo and behold, within 10 or 15 minutes, she found my information. You see how incompetent the VA is? She found my information and then I was helped and things were moved on and everything was fine. You know, this person has also been waiting for a year. How do we know that they didn't lose his information? It's possible. It happened to me. You know what I'm saying? The VA, the hospital system, the medical system is so jacked up. It's like all they really want is your money. If they mess up on you, or, oh, whoops, sorry. It's like that. You know, that's why I stay away from hospitals. I stay away from any kind of medical fields or the VA, because they're my triggers. They are my triggers, because I can't believe what poor standard they have. You know, and they have no pride, no real compassion. It's like everyone who works there is because they know they're there for a check. That's why you don't get good treatment when you go to emergency rooms or hospitals or anything. Why people treat you like dirt, because they just want that check, and they don't get paid enough to deal with this. You know what? You went into that field. All right. There's people, and I've mentioned it before, there's people that they graduate and then they go to other countries to be humanitarians to help for free. We have so many selfish people. I don't trust doctors. I don't trust nurses. You know, I have met a couple doctors on the road, though, contemplating why they even got into that field, because they see what I see. And I have no advice for them. Every time I bumped into somebody like that, I just kind of sit there and listen, and because that's basically all they need is someone to talk to. Like, they don't, you know, and for some reason, strangers, you know, people open up to strangers, and I happen to be a stranger that a couple doctors out. Now, I don't know what happened to them or where they went. I don't know if they went back working in the hospital, or if they became somebody to move to another country, or if I don't know what. But I have run into those people, and it's like, I know I'm not going nuts, because even the doctors are disappointed in the system. You know, I got a book from somebody, though. It's in my storage in Texas. They gave me a thick book, like this thick. It's like a story about life on the road, whatever. That's what these, I think, doctors were contemplating, life on the road, because they can't handle it in the hospitals, because it's all fake. It's all fake and get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I don't want to get all, you know, weird about that and get, you know, triggered or anything. But, I mean, the truth is there, you know? If you're suffering from a broken something, or, okay, they can fix it for you and they do that, okay. But if you have, like, an illness and you need tests, or you have mental health issues, our medical system is shot. They don't know what the heck they're doing. All they can do is treat you like a guinea pig and hope they can get it right. You know, they don't care, because they're going to get paid in the end anyways. But as for you, you have to be the guinea pig and take all their different pills and things to see what works. And some of those pills have dangerous side effects, like suicidal tendencies or allergic reactions. And, you know, suicidal tendency from medication is an allergic reaction. And that's what I was having in the past. I was having allergic reactions. They were feeding me with pills that I was having also, you know, like my skin, swallowing, just different things weren't working properly from pills they were giving me. And then when I decided to give all those things back and take a more natural route, and take care of myself, because I did go to nursing school. Okay, I was also a certified EMT. You know, I know a little bit of something about something. You know, I went to school too. So, I mean, I know how to look things up. You know, I knew how to, you know, see what's going on. So I try to keep myself away from the hospitals, because that's where I'm triggered. Okay, so, you know, and then when you tell hospitals, if you, like, say you have to go to emergency and you tell them about your trigger, don't even bother, because they treat you like shit. Like the Baylor White and Scott hospital I went to, where I went to emergency because I was having a medical emergency, and the nurses there treated me like shit, because I told them, I said, look, I have a little bit of phobias and issues with hospitals and nurses. I said, so I just want to let you know that. After I told them that, they treated me like dirt. They treated me like dirt. They did illegal things with me, you know. So it's like, you know, I was always thinking in the past, should I have gone to a lawyer? But it's like, how much more do they need to trigger me? You know, the safest thing for me is to stay away from them and try not to get hurt or have any kind of medical emergencies, which, you know, I try to keep everything safe in my environment, which I do, you know. Anyways, you know, I think I just feel like venting or something. I don't want to vent with this guy, because he's very nice and he's having a lot of stress on his own. You know, I'm not out here to stress anyone out. If I see they're stressed, I will not say anything about my situation or me or what's going on with me, because I don't want to bring any triggers out in anybody. If anything, I want them to feel better. You know, he seemed like he hasn't even really talked to anybody for a really long time. And he was also thanking me for my compassion. And I was like, whoa, you know, like, so people probably have been mean to this guy. And he's very nice and he's very honest. And I was just like, I can't believe how nice and honest you are. Because he was telling me some certain things about, you know, what he was doing. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I just throw my trash away. Like, he's trying to be, you know, a law-abiding citizen, I guess, you know, which is good, yeah. And so I ended up talking to that guy for a while, though. But then I was like, I had to pull myself away because it was dark and I had to still walk back to the trailer and I didn't have a light. Well, I did. I remembered I had one on my phone. So I turned my phone on and we walked back. But yeah, you know, like I just lost track of time. Came back. I made just a quick sandwich and ate some vegetables with little ranch dip, and that was it. And then I went to sleep. I did break out one of the snowsuits, the walls one, the one that's made out of thick, heavy fabric, because I couldn't find the other one. But you know, now I remember, I think I know where it is, but I have this one out already. So I put that on last night and I slept in that because the night before I was chilly in the middle of the night towards the morning. I was kind of cold. So I just put that on and I didn't sweat. So apparently it was kind of cold last night. And, I got up this morning and I was still wearing it. And it's like wearing a house. Like I could be fully clothed and put that thing on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's big. It's like big and baggy. And so I put on my jacket and went for a walk this morning the normal way and came back. And then, yeah, that was pretty much how we did this morning, you know, and then how yesterday ended. It's going to be another day of clouds and some scattered thunderstorms, which, you know, I don't mind, to be quite honest with you. We have a nice, safe place here. Um, I'm probably going to take them for a walk going that way. Maybe I will see the guy again. You know, very nice fellow. I asked him his age yesterday. He's 41, so he's like 11 years younger than me. I mean, it's hard to tell out here how old some people are, you know, because, you know, life really can run people down, you know. And he seems like he has a little bit of depression and anxiety, and I don't want to make him feel any of those things in my presence. I want him to feel okay, you know. But because he's nice, you know. I also met another older guy over here. He says he bike rides cross country with his tent and whatever. He's like 80 or in his 80s maybe, higher than 80. And he seems very nice too. Actually, yesterday when I was taking my bath in here, because I took the bath inside, he came because I heard the dogs barking and I was like, I'm taking a bath. And so he's like, oh, okay, sorry. And then he left, you know, because ain't nobody going to come close with the dogs like that barking at them. No one is. And so, you know, because they don't know why he's creeping up. You know, these dogs are good. The dogs are good. Already I can hear the thunder. So I'm going to probably take them for a walk right now because they need to walk. They need to walk. Not long ones because Chica's foot. I'm trying to be careful with that. But just a little walk for them to go to the bathroom because we might have to come back and come inside here. You know, I've been having the solar up. I'm at about 87%. You know, it's still going though. Even with the clouds, it's still charging. So I don't have anything there charging on it. I'm just letting it charge from the roof. Because yeah, I have a perfect spot. I can just put the solar panel on the roof there. And then when I'm not here, I bring it in and it comes in here and it gets locked up. Yeah, it's easy. yeah, see? So that's all I have for you guys. This was kind of a long one anyway. So I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for September 8th, 2024. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.